What I can assure you that if you're selected, you have access to finance, you have access to training, mentorship, and you work with some of the finest brains in this country. Hello, my name is Ken Thompson. I'm the CEO of Dalex Finance, and I'm the chairperson of the OpEx Prize. Dalex Finance is what I call, we're a digital finance company. We have a national footprint. We have nationwide operation, and we're the only company in our sector that's able to initiate and disburse loans digitally. Last 4 years ago, we launched a product called Dalex Swift. Dalex is an investment product. It's got over 120,000 subscribers, and it allows you to make investments from the convenience of your phone. Your phone number is your account number. The minimum deposit is 1 cedi, and Swift has been working very well. So the mission of the OpEx Prize is support Ghanaian entrepreneurs between the ages of 18 and 35 who are using technology to create value with a product or service to help them become a player on the world stage. The mind is the same. And for me, I've always said that I do not believe that anybody in the world should be better than any Ghanaian. But we haven't had great technologies. Great technologies haven't come out of here. And sometimes you ask ourselves, I ask myself, so what is the reason? There are two key reasons that I can give. First is that we haven't created an ecosystem of mentoring and training for tech entrepreneurs. And that's the one thing that the Americans had, and recently the Asians also have. So for example, the companies that you see, the Facebook, the Amazon, the Microsoft, the Airbnb, and the rest, they're all startups. But they had an ecosystem which facilitated mentoring and training. But above all too, they had a system which provided them with patient capital. These countries in Asia and the Americas, they've developed an ecosystem which provides pool of patient capital. It's not about the price of capital, but it's about patient capital and mentoring and training. So what the OpEx Prize will do is that it will select a pool of people, it will provide them with capital, it will give them training, it will give them mentorship, and also give them access to some of the finest brains in this country. And when I talk about fine brains, there are some very fine brains in this country. Ghana has fine brains. And the OpEx Prize is hoping that these people will be selected, they'll be given capital, they'll be supported. And for those that are able to sustain their projects and plans after 6 months, we're going to do a second round of funding. And I have so much hope that through the process, we're going to find world beaters in this country because they must exist. But one of the questions that I'm asked all the time is that, who's an entrepreneur? Who's an entrepreneur? Of course, above all, an entrepreneur is one who translates ideas into somebody commercially viable venture. You must have an idea, but it must become commercial. And there are certain qualities. You must be an innovator, you must be an initiator, you must be responsible, and must be a risk taker. You must be an innovator. You must think of new ideas. You must be able to take risks. You must be responsible. You're responsible for the team. And so much of the time, people come to me and they have ideas, but they have not taken any risk. And I'm saying, but you can't be an entrepreneur. But I'd like to leave you with the thoughts of Bill Gross. Bill Gross is an American founder, and he's called the world's greatest founder, the world's most successful founder. Bill Gross has founded over 150 companies. Just think about it. This American has founded over 150 companies, and 7 of those companies, of course, he's had a lot of successful IPOs, that is initial public offerings where the companies were brought to the stock market. 7 of those companies, when he exited, they were worth over $1 billion. These companies started with ideas. What makes the people behind these companies different from Ghanaians? We can do it. And the OpEx Prize is here to harness that resource, to tap into the minds of Ghanaians and support them to create projects and companies and products and services that can compete on the world stage. According to Bill, There are 5 things that make a startup successful, and this is in order of importance. And this, for all of you entrepreneurs out there, is critical that you understand these things. It's timing, number 1, team execution. The idea is number 3, the business model and funding. So, timing. You know, when the president read his State of Nation address, he talked about the use of the Ghana card as the one identification card for everybody. What a brilliant idea. Timing. What product or service can you come up with that can take advantage of this new initiative? And for the OpEx price, it must be in finance, agriculture, health, or education. So, nowhere in those things that Bill Goss has talked about does he talk about business plan. In all my years as an MD, in all my years as an entrepreneur, I've never ever seen a business plan that's made a loss. Never. So, you know, for all those of you out there, 1835, you have a project, you don't know, which is using technology and it's in the education, health, agriculture, finance. I want you to apply. You know, just go to www.theopexprice.org and apply. What are you afraid of? What I can assure you that if you're selected, you have access to finance, you have access to training, mentorship, and you work with some of the finest brains in this country. I tell you, Ghana has beautiful, fine brains, and you work with them. But above all, I want you to believe in the magic of your dreams. You know, believe in the magic of your dreams. You can do it. Nobody is better than us. We can do whatever we want to do. It's all in the mind. And let's do $1 billion. So let me see you and we'll talk later. Thank you. Bye-bye.